Hello everyone, let's have ourselves a chat. I'm John from Rusty Chains, and today our chat is about Starbreeze finally beginning to address the disastrous server outages with Payday 3. When I mean address, I mean discuss publicly because the servers are currently down at the time of writing this. Let's take a look at the big news that's come out since my video yesterday. First up was this tweet from Starbreeze CEO Tobias Sjögren in response to somebody who said they would pass on purchasing the game. Game Pass is better than Hard Pass. Jokes aside, been communicated by Andreas, for example, that team is looking at possibility to add some sort of offline mode. That's great. That's a confirmation directly from the CEO that offline is being talked about. I wasn't initially sold on it though. Looking at the possibility is 2 steps away from commitment, and some sort of offline mode scares me a bit, given the community theory that an offline mode would prevent progress saving. However, my worries about those cleared up a bit this morning when Tobias published a new statement on the Starbreeze company website, which reads as follows. Payday 3 matchmaking infrastructure has not performed as tested and expected. Matchmaking software encountered an unforeseen error, which made it unable to handle the massive influx of players. The issue caused an unrecoverable situation for Starbreeze's third-party matchmaking partner. A new version of the matchmaking server software was gradually deployed across all regions, leading to improved performance. However, a software update made by the partner during late Sunday again introduced instability to the matchmaking infrastructure. The partner continues to work to improve and stabilize Payday 3's online systems. The issue in question did not manifest during technical betas or early access due to the specificity of rapid user influx and load balancing. Starbreeze is currently evaluating all options, both short and long term. In the short term, this means Starbreeze's focus is to ensure the player experience. In the long term, this means evaluating a new partner for matchmaking services and making Payday 3 less dependent on online services. We are disappointed in the issues our player base has faced during our launch weekend, but we are confident in our core product and the quality of Payday 3, and all available metrics point to it. We have a lot of diligent and consistent work ahead of us to regain community trust, but we will work hard to do it, says Tobias Sjögren, CEO of Starbreeze Entertainment. So, lots of finger pointing at the partner for the servers there. This makes it perfectly clear that they're responsible for the server outages due to software updates that weren't ready, and just general lack of preparedness for the unforeseen error. The last sentence of the second to last paragraph is huge. They mention evaluating a new partner, meaning probably looking at a new server hosting company, and also making Payday 3 less dependent on online services. Beautiful. It's what everybody wanted the entire time. I'm just disappointed we had to reach literal worst case scenario to get here, with literal tens of thousands of negative reviews, and Starbreeze stock value spending a week in freefall. But hey, we got there in the end, right? The final sentence of the final paragraph also jumped out to me, where Tobias talks about repairing the damaged trust of the community. I went on and on about that broken trust in my video yesterday, so this obviously means the man at the top is subscribed to Rusty Chains, just like you should be. I'm joking, of course. I absolutely doubt he saw it. But it means they correctly identified one of the biggest issues I raised from a community standpoint. If we know anything about Starbreeze by now, it's that they have a real knack for escaping seemingly unwinnable situations. They seem to already have a solid plan in place this time. After that, Almer and Andreas took to a live stream today to do a little Q&A with the community. I missed it while I was at work, but a Reddit user was kind enough to put together a summary of the big points. So thanks to you, Ryan Gosling's testicle. Why is it singular? What happened to the other one? Which one is it? Oh, God, I'm going insane. Oh boy! Alright, let's go through this thing real quick. First point is a new skill line on the way, called Transporter, which allows players to move 2 bags at once. Awesome! People have been asking about that since the early days of Payday 2. The second point was that online only was done to stop cheaters and keep parity with consoles. The team is happy with the game outside of server issues. You all know I'm very much not thrilled with the game outside of server issues. See my video yesterday for more details on that. Next up, the whole development team is working on the servers. I mean, I hope not the whole thing. Like, don't send a fucking concept artist to spend their time drawing a picture of Dallas standing next to a functioning server rack or something. There is an opportunity to add a safe house to Payday 3, but there was a lackluster reception of Payday 2's. I think that's entirely fair. A safe house could be cool, but it needs to be justified with reasons to go there besides just a safe house raid. A 4-player co-op game doesn't warrant a designated social space on its own. The team is evaluating lobby chat, heist briefing, quick play, renaming loadouts, and weapon numbers versus stat bars. Yes! Good! These are all things that I've asked for, and these are all things that should come back. I still don't know why they were removed to begin with, but I'm glad they're returning. Better late than never, but never late is even better. The team is happy with how experience works, but considering recommending challenges or adding filters. Boo! Progression is very slow as a result of these challenges already, and many heist runs are left unsatisfying as is with no significant progress made. This is very disappointing to me that they're doubling down on that. Every option is on the table for online support. No plans for offline, but it is being considered. Now this seems to be walking back the two earlier statements from Tobias. I think at this point it is plain for the entire gaming world to see why some form of offline is needed. It's time for it to move from consideration to priority number 2, just behind keeping the servers up. No official mod support, but a modding policy will be implemented. Now I'm sure this will disappoint a lot of people. I'm not personally one to use mods in a lot of games, so I'm fine with this. With Payday 3 being on the Unreal Engine, which is notoriously easy to develop in, having a policy set in stone is a very good idea. The first patch on October 5th will fix PS5 aim assist issues. Okay, cool. More heisters are on the way, both new and returning. This isn't a huge surprise, since new playable characters was a point on the roadmap. Halloween content may or may not happen. They're not sure. The focus for new content is making the tone fit the game. That's good. I love event content in games where it's okay to be wacky, but outside of that, it should definitely fit. You'd never want to do something crazy like put Batman in Payday, right? Hinted possibility of Chicken Man's return to glory. Now, I think it would be great if Jacket could somehow return in Payday 3. The character is super popular across gaming, and is now heavily associated with the Payday gang in fan art and cosplays and stuff. Jacket may have originated from Hotline Miami, but he really does feel like a genuine part of Payday at this point. I often forget he's a crossover character. It would be awesome to see him mask up again. Mouse and keyboard support may return to consoles, they were removed due to bugs. Okay, once again, cool. Lastly, weapons and skills will be balanced over time. Again, cool, makes a whole bunch of sense, that's what you should be doing, awesome. Overall, a decent Q&A. Once again, they brought up a lot of community pain points. Like I said to close out my video yesterday, I think Payday 3 can eventually stand with Payday 2. This gives me a little more hope that they're on the right track to get there. The challenge will be getting people to come back and try the game again. I'm linking the Reddit summary in the description below, so you can take a look yourself and see what the other people are saying. And the last bit of news for today, Starbreeze tweeted again just a few minutes ago as I was actually editing the final cut of this. Additional downtime for maintenance is coming tomorrow on Tuesday, as well as on Friday, to hopefully get the game stable for the weekend. Fingers crossed. What do you think? Is Starbreeze making the right moves here, or are we too little too late? Let us know in the comments below. Also make sure to head over to our Twitch and our Discord, which are linked in the description, to catch us anytime we do Payday related things. Until next time, don't forget to spread that happy and stay rusty.